Hi, guys. Whoo, this neck. This neck will tell you how old I am before my mouth ever can. Oof. Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you all doing? Hi. I am sleepy. Hello. I'm about to take a shower. Um, I just wanted to talk to you guys really quick. Check in with you guys. We have had a good weekend. I slept so well last night. I had a very rough day yesterday. I did not feel well. I was so tired. My hormones were all over the place. I felt nauseous. I just did not feel good yesterday. But Charlie did make the dance team. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, sometimes I forget that it isn't fair to tell them and not tell you. So Charlie did make the dance team. So congratulations to Charlie. And what else? Nothing. I just was not feeling well yesterday. And last night I slept 9, almost 9.5 hours of really good sleep. And I feel like $1,000,000. I just took the braids out of my hair, which is why my hair is like crimped. It's like 1990 crimp. Oh my God, my allergies. I have ear allergies. For those of you who have ear allergies, you know my pain. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means that some people get allergies in their nose or in their throats or in their eyes. I get it in my ears. So my ears itch all the time. It is awful. But anyway, so Charlie made the dance team. We found out Friday, like late afternoon. Really exciting. All kinds of hormonal issues yesterday. Today I feel so much better. And I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to get into bed because I'm tired, but I did move my body today. I got up and forced myself to walk. And so I walked and hit my steps, and that makes me feel good, makes me feel better. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about ways that someone who is not overtly abusive can groom you. I think it's really important. I'm not in menopause, but thank you. It is amazing what 9.5 hours of really good sleep will do for you. Life-changing. When you are dating someone, or if you've ever seen somebody who dates somebody who says things like, oh yeah, hold on. Like they say things and they want to see how much they can get away with. So for example, they may say like, oh, that's why I hang out with this bitch. Right? And you laugh because it's a insult buried in a compliment that seems like it's playful. But this is what is called grooming, because they want you to become desensitized to being called the word bitch. So when they say it in a way that is funny or almost endearing, or they slip it in and you think, well, that didn't feel too good, but they were saying they like me, so that must be a thing, right? You make allowance for it. And then they try it again and they do it in front of people and everybody laughs. And you think, okay, I don't love the way that feels, but he's just being funny. He's just he likes me. And then that becomes him just calling you a bitch. And when you react, he looks at you like you're crazy because he's been testing you and grooming you and working the word bitch in regards to you for weeks or months. And you've allowed him to get away with it because it's been in a playful way or a passive aggressive way, right? So you didn't realize that you needed to say to him, excuse me, stop right there. Don't ever call me a bitch. Oh, but I was just joking. I don't care. Don't joke like that. If you like me, don't joke like that. That's a boundary for me. Thank you. Let's never talk about it again. And if he feels a way about it, then he was just grooming you. He was just testing you. Same thing goes with physical stuff. When they pinch you, when they grab you by your shoulder, when they're being funny, or they pull you by your arm and you think to yourself, ow, okay, I don't like that. That doesn't feel good. They're grooming you. They just want to see how much physicality you're going to be comfortable with. If every time they make a joke, they squeeze your leg really hard or they pinch your arm. Exactly, Melanie. Stop it the second it starts. You don't like the way it feels? Say, I don't like the way that feels. Please don't pinch me. Don't squeeze me. Don't pull me by the arm. When they joke and take your head and do things like that, when they pull your hair or they pinch your nose really hard, anything that hurts you, they are testing you. They are grooming you to get comfortable with them putting their hands on you. And you allow it because it's funny, because it doesn't really hurt. It kind of hurts. It's uncomfortable, but it's not like he's hitting me. So no, absolutely not. No man that likes you should be pinching you or pulling your hair or squeezing you or pulling you by the arm, whether it's in comedy or in jest or in sarcasm or in no, it's all grooming and testing. How comfortable is this woman willing to get with me putting my hands on her? And you simply say, do me a favor and don't put your hands on me again. And if he gets mad, if he gets defensive, he's annoyed that you won't allow him to abuse you. Yeah, because any normal man who doesn't want to get handsy with you would say, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. You are absolutely right. I will not put my hands on you. I'm sorry. But if the man I went out one time. Yes, Scott, man or woman, absolutely. I went out one time. I had a girlfriend who was dating this guy. And he was constantly grooming her. Constantly. And there were so many red flags. And I didn't know how she didn't see them. He would always make jokes at her expense in front of people. And if she would get a little uncomfortable, he would squeeze her or pinch her or whatever, as if, come on, he would go come on, that was funny. and like squeeze her legs so she would like uncomfortably laugh. And I used to be like, does anybody else see the ridiculous grooming going on? Does anybody else see the fact that his words make her uncomfortable, and when she expresses that at all, he gets physical? That's not normal or healthy. Nobody should be putting their hands on you in jest, even. Absolutely nobody. And if you don't like it, speak on it the very first time. So it is crystal clear to you who in your life respects your boundaries and who doesn't. And let me tell you something, ladies, we are notorious for believing that they will be different with us. We are notorious for believing that he groomed the last one, he abused the last one, he talked down to the last one, he put his hands on the last one, but he won't do it to me. Yes, the fuck he will. Yes, he will. They do it to their wives. They do it to their children. If you think you are that special, you are delusional. Just because he hasn't done it yet doesn't mean it isn't coming, because it is. And a lot of times they are the charming, funny ones, or they are the people that like all the friends are secretly kind of scared of, but don't know what to say. So when they make jokes at your expense, everyone laughs uncomfortably because they don't know what to do at the moment. Not me. I'm like, you're not funny. That's not funny. Why are you making fun of her? Don't call her a bitch. I don't like it. Oh, she knows I'm joking. Really? Where's the joke? What's the punchline? Is bitch the punchline? Seriously, is bitch the punchline? What's the punchline of the joke? And then they get angry and they get defensive, and suddenly you're the problem, right? Because it can never be them. They'll never look at you and go, well, you're right. I guess it's not that funny to call her a bitch. No, you're right. It's not. It's never funny. In case you're wondering, it's never funny. And like, women could joke around with each other like that. Like, okay, bitch. Yeah. Yes, we've earned that right. But you do it, you damn right. Stay in your lane. Sit there and eat your food. Don't worry about what I do with my girl. I'm not putting my hands on my girl. So don't worry about it. The grooming does not start, the abuse doesn't start with abuse. It starts with grooming. Jokes at your expense, calling you names, buried as liking, but like really not, right? And they see, yes, Scott, you are absolutely right. And they want to see how far you're going to let them go. And then they start grabbing you by the leg and holding you by your shoulder blades. So you have to go like this and move away from them. And then they're like, what are you doing? What am I doing? Well, the next time you do that, I'm taking the ice pick out of the fucking thing over here, and I'm going to show you how you could use the ice pick for more than just picking ice. That's what I'm doing the next time you grab me by my fucking shoulder blade like that, or whatever this thing is called. Put your hands on me one more time. I'm going to whoop you and your mom's ass. There is no love in the world that is worth it. There is no sex in the world that is worth it. And I've had some good sex, and it is not worth it. When they start pinching you and they start grabbing you and they start pushing you or pulling you and it's all in fun, no, get off me. Get off me. Yeah, you can't take a joke, right, Kelly? You can't take a joke. You're so seriously. No, bitch. What I can't do is let you groom me. That's what I can't do. What I can't do is let you get comfortable calling me bitch. What I can't do is let you get comfortable putting your hands on me. So let's just be clear. I like you and you like me, and we could have a good thing going, but let me be crystal clear. Keep the word bitch out of your mouth when you are talking to me. Keep your hands in your pockets. If you are even thinking about grabbing me or pinching me or pulling me or squeezing me, no, I'm good with all that. I like you. I want to hang out with you, but you can't groom me. I'm too smart for that. I see you. And you know what? If he says you can't take a joke, say, you know what? I didn't realize I was dating a fucking comedian. I'm out of here. Good night. Thank you. Seriously, say that. I didn't realize you were a comedian. I can't take a joke? Okay. Okay. I'm not arguing with you. If that's the way you tell jokes, I'm not arguing with you. I can't take it. You're right. If the joke is that you got to call me a bitch to be funny, I guess I can't take a joke. You're right. So I'm just letting you know. That's right, Mary. Thank you for my drinks. Good night. So I just want you guys to understand how it starts. It doesn't start with abuse. Because people always say, well, I don't understand. If he was abusive, why were you with it? Because he didn't. Because what do you think? On our first date, he punched me in the face? That's not how it goes. They groom you. Remember, I told you when I started dating my ex-boyfriend, the one before Michael, the narcissist who literally who broke me. He threw the keys at me when I told him that I should drive because he was intoxicated and I was sober. And he threw the keys and they hit me in the face. And he didn't comfort me. He didn't come over and go, oh my God, I didn't mean to hit you with those keys. Oh, I am so sorry. He hit me with the keys and I grabbed my face. And then I picked up the keys and we got in the car and he never apologized. And let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something. That is when the grooming started. That was when the silent treatment started, so he could see how I would react to being frozen out. That is when the name calling, comparing me to my mom, which he knew was a sore subject, comparing me to his mom, which he knew I knew was a sore subject. And the grooming started 3 months into our relationship. And I, looking back, I paved the way for all of it. I allowed all of it. I let the grooming go on. I let it go further and further and further, because when they give you the silent treatment the first time, if you pick yourself up and say, oh, you can't communicate? You're not a grown-up? You don't know how to communicate? You want to be quiet? Be quiet by your damn self. Goodbye. And you fucking leave, and you don't look for them, and you don't call them, and you fucking ignore them. Trust me, they learn real quick that quiet, that icing you out, that silent treatment is not going to work with you. I made the mistake, ladies. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't beg them to talk to you. Don't mope around waiting, hoping that they'll speak again, that they'll give you the attention that you so bad. No, please, I am begging you not to do what I did. Don't go through what I went through. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. Don't let them humiliate you in public in the name of comedy. Don't be the brunt of their jokes. God did not put you on this earth to be anybody's punchline. Men who love you, love you. And women too. I have a very, very bad habit, very bad, of inhabiting some of my trauma with Michael. And I have to check myself when I start doing that to Michael. I have to check myself because he won't check me in that way. A little bit he will now. But I think I just had a bit of self-reflection. I was in that abusive relationship for 2.5 years, and it was the most brutal 2.5 years of my life. Anyway, just don't go through what I went through, please. When you start to see the grooming start, put your foot down immediately and just say, look, the way that you were in relationships with other women is never going to work with me. And if you want to be with me, none of that is going to work, period. Someone said, can you explain what you mean about Michael not checking you? Well, some of the bad habits that I've picked up from some of my unhealthy defense mechanisms and some of my relationship baggage is occasionally I will poke fun at Michael at his expense when we're out. And I'd like to say that it isn't mean-spirited, but what I understand now is making jokes at anybody's expense can be mean-spirited if it hurts them. And Michael used to not really say anything, but now, like for example, we went out Friday night for his best friend's birthday, and he was telling the story about how we met. And I came in late, so I didn't hear the beginning of the story. And so I thought he had messed up the story. And I was like, well, that's not how we met. And he said, yes, it is. And then he proceeded to repeat what I missed. And I was like, oh, I didn't hear you say that. And he's like, well, next time you'll think before you just come into a middle of a story and open your mouth. And he checked me. And I was like, you're right. I apologize. But he should have checked me. He should have checked me. That's not the only example. I mean, that's not the best example, but that's an example of he used to just let that stuff go, but now he lets me know. And he should. He absolutely should. So that I can apologize and be like, I'm sorry. So what is it when a friend or family member makes you the butt of every joke in public for laughs? That is a boundary you have not set. That's what that is. It's a boundary you have not set. You were not put here to be the brunt of anybody's jokes. When you go to a comedy club or a place where there is a hired comedian to be funny and they clown you, you are in a space where you expect that, right? You're at a comedy club, the comedian's like, hey, where you going? You going to take a shit? Yeah. Oh, right? You're kind of okay, I guess it's par for the course, right? But when you're out with friends or family and they're just making fun of you, that's when you turn around and say, listen, I hate to tell you, but none of your jokes are funny, especially the ones about me. They're just not funny. And say it in front of everyone. Say it in front of everyone. hey, sister, mother, brother, brother-in-law, whoever it is, the jokes you keep making at my expense, they're not funny. And no one knows how to tell you, but I will. They're not funny. And I'm unsubscribing to being the butt of your jokes. Starting this very minute, I no longer want to be the butt of your jokes. Are we clear? And if they have a problem with it, then you say, I'm not going to spend time with you anymore. I don't care who it is. Your mother, your brother, your aunt, your sister, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your fucking cousin. I don't care. Let them know that you're unsubscribing. I'm unsubscribing to this, whatever this is. I don't want to be the butt of your jokes anymore. Period. Barbie, speak up for yourself next time. If your husband isn't going to do it, you do it. Hi, I would just like to say I am no longer tolerating being the butt of anybody's jokes, topic, conversation, gossip, whatever. Are we clear? If we're not, I'm not spending time with you anymore. Period. And if they have a problem with it, they don't care about your boundaries. They don't care about your feelings. If someone I loved said to me, the jokes that you make at my expense are not funny to me. They hurt me. I would like for them to stop. I would be like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I will be so careful going forward. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. My friend Adrian, who you guys know, my blonde, she went skiing and she posted pictures of herself skiing on the ski lift in a t-shirt. Because Adrian runs very hot. She always has. She's very, very hot. And I thought to myself, only Adrian could be in snow in a t-shirt, right? So when we had dinner the other night and we were walking out, Adrian mentioned something like, it was so warm in Aspen or wherever they were, I was skiing in a t-shirt. And I said, I know, I made fun of you. Meaning like in my mind. And she was like, did you write it on Facebook? And it broke my heart. It broke my heart that one of my best friends in the world, a woman that I love so much, whose children I love like my own, a woman that I would fight for, like I would actually fist fight for at this stage of my life. That's how much I like. It's sad that that's how I equate love, but look, guys, Jesus is working on me and I'm really trying to get there. But like, that is right now how I equate love. But like, I would fight for her, right? That she would ever think that I would publicly make fun of her. All I ever try to do is speak life into her. The fact that it even crossed her mind that I would make fun of her and write it on Facebook broke my heart. I looked at her, I said, no, of course not. I thought it in my head. I made fun of you in my head, crazy girl skiing in her t-shirt. But I would never make fun of you in public. I would never make Adrian the butt of my joke. You don't do that to people that you love. You just don't do that. You just don't. Speaking of hoops, I forgot I took them off and I put them in my pocket. Anyway, I love you guys. That's why we have these conversations and why we are mindful of the things that we say and do. And I see some of you writing, what if it's my husband's best friend? I don't give a fuck. Stop asking me, what if it's the Pope? What if it's my mother? What if it's I don't care. My answer is not going to change. Okay? If it's your husband's best friend or whatever you said, it's the same thing. Hey, husband's best friend. We only stand with Pakistan. Okay, well, I love that for you. You say, hey, I know you love me. You're my husband's best friend. I need to tell you something. I no longer want to be the butt of your jokes. They stop today. Are we clear? I just want to make sure before we move forward that we are clear. And if he's like, oh, what is just, no, I didn't ask for you to defend yourself. I'm not looking for a defense. This isn't court and you're not a comedian. I no longer want to be the butt of your jokes. Those stop today. If we can't have a friendship without you making fun of me, that's a you thing. That's a you thing, not a me thing. I don't want it. I don't like it. And every joke you make about me is another month I don't have sex with my husband. So let's see how long that shit works for him. And if it's your husband making jokes at you at your expense, you say, listen, we need to have a talk. I know you love me. You said for better or for worse. And I am here to tell you that the jokes that you make about me at my expense, especially in public, have hurt me. And I need them to stop. And I need you to look me in the face and tell me you understand what I'm saying and that you will stop. And if they won't stop, they don't give a shit about your feelings. And you really need to reevaluate who and what you're married to. And I mean that. Because if Michael asked me to stop breathing out of one nostril because it was what he needed, and I really felt like that was fair in the marriage, I'd breathe out of one nostril. So, and that's obviously not real because I have no nostrils. They're the smallest nostrils in history. So if he asked me not to breathe out of both nostrils, I would die. But you know what I mean. If Michael was like, listen, I don't like when you do this. I literally said to him when we got home from dinner with his friend, did I talk too much? Did you feel like I dominated the conversation? I feel like I over-talked to you. And he was like, no, I'm good. You were good. And he was like, you did talk a lot, but not any more than normal. I was like, okay. Like, I always want to make sure that he feels good when we're together and knows that he is, I mean, you know, why would anybody who loves you want to be the one that's bringing you down or making fun of you? Look, an occasional joke between couples is normal, sure. But to the point where it's making other people around you uncomfortable and people are like, ew, why are you married to this person? They're assholes. That's not good. Just watch the Grooming. It's never too late to put your foot down. Okay? All right. I love you guys very. Jen Crawford, I would have stabbed his ass with a fork. I love you guys very much. And while Mary is on this video, I would like to take a minute to thank Mary for relentlessly taking care of State of Style, for making sure that all the orders get out as soon as they're placed, for putting new product up on the website, for answering all my text messages and my crazy questions and all of the emails that come in and ordering all the new stuff. She ordered my favorite face oil is back in stock. She ordered the crosses that are coming in. She ordered all the new foods are up. The new marinara sauce that's going to blow your brains out is up on the site. And it's all Mary doing it. And I'm so grateful that we can help her in the ways that we can contribute to her. And she helps us by taking care of us and taking care of the site and getting all the orders out. And just, I'm so grateful. You guys bought out all the hoop earrings, the lock earrings. I think there's only 2 pairs of the locks left. The eye patches are back in stock. The creamed honey, I think, I could be wrong. But thank you, Mary, for all the work that you do for State of Style, for keeping this small female-owned business running when I couldn't do it without you. I can't wait until I can pay you more than I'm paying you now. But we love you. We appreciate you. And everybody who orders, remember, when you go to stateofstyleJewelry.com and you place an order, you are directly helping a very small 2 women owned business. And we do it because we love it. And there's Tracy, yes, you can email her at stateofstyleJewelry@gmail.com. But anyway, oh, Sue, you bought the lock earrings. I love them. I love the lock earrings. But you guys can go to stateofstyleJewelry.com and look at all the new stuff that Mary put up. But just remember, when you order stuff, thank you, Sharon. Sharon said she's going to order the cross. I don't know if pre-orders are up yet. They might be. But every time you order something, guys, it is helping just 2 women who are just doing this out of their house, literally. Mary, put the link to the site, and I could pin it in the comments. Do the lock earrings come in silver? Oh my God, Nicole Borthwick, you will love the creamed honey more than you have ever loved anything in your life. My kids dip pretzels in there. My kids put it on bagels. My kids put oh my gosh. The creamed honey is a game changer. You will love it. You will love it. The regular honey's good too. The olive oil is the most delicious olive oil I've ever had. Every product that we have is our favorites. Everything pending is packed and gone. We'll go live one day and pack up orders as they come in. Okay, great. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Oh my God, I told you. Wait, hold on. Erica said, we used the balsamic vinegar on a salad I made the other night when we had friends over for dinner. Everyone was obsessed. Let me tell you. Oh, Mary's sneaking in rocking chair mix samples for everybody who orders. So you get a little rocking chair mix in there and a handwritten note. So yummy. Thank you, Jamie Rowland. There was something I wanted to tell you. Oh, if you make asparagus, drizzle that balsamic on the asparagus and put a few slivered almonds. Oh my God, it is so good. I put the balsamic on everything though, just because I love the way it tastes. I put it on salmon. I put it on asparagus. I put it on chicken. I just ate it on my chicken now. My kids are like, you put it on everything. I'm like, I know. I love it. What can I tell you? All right. I love you guys so, so much. So much. Have a great, great night. No, I don't bake asparagus. I either grill it or put it in the air fryer.